Have you ever wondered why your knees ache more after a walk than while sitting still? Or why, despite stretching regularly and tracking thousands of steps each day, your legs still feel weak? Maybe there's a subtle fear creeping in the feeling that one careless misstep could lead to a fall. If any of this sounds familiar, you are certainly not alone. In fact, studies show that more than 60% of people over the age of 50 experience joint pain, balance issues, or muscle loss. And the shocking truth isn't that aging is to blame. It's that most people are simply exercising the wrong way. They're active, yes, but not in a way that builds the strength and coordination their bodies now desperately need. I used to believe that walking alone was enough to keep me healthy and strong. Like many others, I invested in high-quality shoes, diligently tracked my daily steps, and stretched faithfully every morning. I felt proud of my routine. Yet after several months of consistency, something unexpected happened. My knees began to ache every time I stood up. Bending down required me to grab onto furniture for support. Instead of feeling more capable, I felt more fragile. And with that fragility came anxiety, a quiet fear that my body was slipping away from me. That was the moment I realized that something wasn't right. So I started looking for answers. Eventually, I discovered insights from a physical therapist based in Osaka, Japan, who had spent decades working with adults over 60. His approach wasn't about gyms or complex routines. There were no machines, no dumbbells, and no intimidating exercises. Instead, the solution was surprisingly simple. Just a few focused movements designed specifically for aging bodies. No gym, no equipment, just 3 to 5 simple, targeted exercises using nothing but your own body weight. After just 1 week of practicing these movements for 10 minutes a day, I felt the difference. My legs were stronger. My back no longer protested each time I stood up. And stepping off a curb didn't fill me with hesitation anymore. The fear was beginning to fade. What followed was nothing short of a small miracle. Confidence returned. Let's explore these life-changing movements, exercises built not to impress, but to give you back what truly matters: independence, strength, stability, and freedom of motion. Exercise 1, the wall sit. The first movement may look simple, but it is one of the most powerful tools available for rebuilding leg strength safely, especially after 50. Stand with your back flat against a wall. Slowly slide downward until your knees bend, as if you're sitting on an invisible chair. Your thighs should aim to become parallel to the floor, with your knees positioned safely above your ankles. If you can't go that low, that's fine. Start higher and work down gradually as strength builds. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds. Rest briefly and repeat 3 times. This exercise activates your quadriceps, glutes, core, and stabilizer muscles, all without stressing your joints. Most importantly, it directly mimics everyday motions, like sitting down and standing up, which are essential movements that people often lose strength in as they age. When we stop training these muscles, they shrink. Independence fades. Tasks that once felt effortless become exhausting. The wall sit reverses that decline. It sends a clear message to your muscles you're still needed. When I tried the wall sit for the first time, my legs shook after just 10 seconds. It was humbling but motivating. I stayed with it. Within a few days, I noticed that I could stand up from my couch without using my arms. That moment changed everything. It meant strength. It meant control. It meant I wasn't losing myself to age, I was fighting back. Exercise 2, the marching hold. This next exercise looks almost too easy until you try it. Stand near a counter or chair for balance. Staying tall, slowly lift one knee up to hip level. And hold it there for 5 seconds. Lower the leg and repeat on the other side. Perform 10 repetitions for each leg, alternating sides. This seemingly simple movement retrains vital muscles responsible for balance, including the hips, ankles, core, and stabilizing muscles that protect your joints. These muscles gradually weaken with age, and when they do, slips, stumbles, and falls become more likely. One of my clients, John, from Phoenix, was 68 years old when he began practicing this exercise. He admitted that he hadn't stood on one leg in years. At first, he could barely hold the position for 2 seconds, gripping the counter tightly for support. But something remarkable happened after just 2 weeks of consistent practice. He found himself brushing his teeth while standing on one leg. No hands, no fear. That's the real power of these movements. They don't make you look fit, they make you function well. Exercise 3 wall push hold. No weights, no problem. A simple wall can safely strengthen your upper body. Stand facing a wall with your feet hip-width apart. Place your palms against the wall at shoulder height. With steady pressure, push into the wall hard, as if you're trying to move it, and hold that tension for 15 to 20 seconds. Relax and repeat 3 times. This is known as an isometric push. It activates the chest, shoulders, arms, and core without any joint motion. This type of strength training is especially ideal for aging joints because it builds muscle without grinding or compressing sensitive areas. This movement also improves one of the biggest physical struggles. After 50 posture, slouching becomes common as chest and shoulder muscles weaken and back tension increases. Poor posture leads not only to pain in the neck and lower back, but can even affect breathing. When I started wall push holds, I realized how weak my shoulders had become. Simply reaching overhead caused discomfort, but after a couple of weeks of consistent practice, something changed. The pain faded. Grocery bags felt lighter. Reaching shelves didn't make me wince. Day-to-day activities suddenly felt easier and safer. Exercise 4, the Glute Bridge Hold. Lie flat on your back with knees bent and feet planted firmly on the floor. Keep your arms resting comfortably at your sides. Slowly lift your hips upward until your body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees. Squeeze your glutes and hold the position for 20 to 30 seconds. Gently lower down and repeat 3 times. This movement enhances what's called your posterior chain, the muscles along the back of your body, including the glutes, hamstrings, and lower back. These are the muscles responsible for standing, walking, stair, climbing, and protecting the lower spine from strain. When these muscles are weak, everyday motions feel heavy. Worse, the lower back often compensates, leading to chronic pain and stiffness. I remember thinking, this looks too easy to work, but results proved otherwise. After 1 week of glute bridge holds, I noticed that getting off the floor became smoother, no groaning, no grabbing furniture. Strength returned quietly but powerfully. Again, body weight only. No excuses, no costly equipment. Exercise 5, standing crossbody hold. The final movement combines coordination, strength and balance into a single powerful hold. Stand tall with feet hip-width apart. Lift your right knee as high as comfortable, while bringing your left elbow diagonally toward the knee like a controlled crunch. Hold that position for 5 seconds, staying as stable and upright as possible. Lower and repeat on the opposite side. Perform 10 reps per side, alternating. This isn't about speed, it's about control. This movement trains your brain and body to communicate better. It strengthens the core, improves coordination, and engages small, stabilizing muscles around the hips and spine that are often overlooked. These are the muscles that protect you from falls, one of the biggest risks after age 50. At first, balance might feel shaky. That's perfectly normal. You can lightly touch a wall or chair until you feel more confident. Over time, stability improves, posture becomes taller. Walking feels more fluid, and even breathing feels deeper or surprising. But common benefit as posture aligns, the routine that changes everything. Together, these 5 movements form a complete no-equipment routine. Built specifically for people over 50, wall sit builds lower body endurance. Marching hold strengthens hips and improves balance. Wall push hold enhances upper body strength without joint strain. Glute bridge hold activates the posterior chain and protects the back. Standing crossbody hold improves coordination and stability. Each exercise targets the strength you actually need in everyday life. The ability to stand, walk, bend, lift groceries, maintain posture, and avoid falls. This routine isn't about sculpting muscles or showing off in the gym. It's about staying independent, about waking up without stiffness, about walking confidently through your daily life, without fear of injury or collapse. And the most inspiring truth, it takes just 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes to restore strength. 10 minutes to regain balance. 10 minutes to protect your future mobility. No gym fees. No intimidating routines. No excuses. It's never too late. Aging doesn't mean shrinking into weakness. It doesn't mean accepting pain and instability as your new identity. With the right movements, even simple ones, your body can become stronger, more resilient, and more capable than you believed possible. If this routine brings value to you, share it. So many people over 50 are struggling silently, unaware that they don't need complicated workouts, just smart ones. Take care of your body. It carries you through every moment of your life. And remember, it is never too late to feel better.